Here's a quick video on how to load the Double Minuteman. Modified Double Minuteman. Step 1. Load 50-foot section into cross lay. At the end of that 50-foot section, after you flat lay it, you will leave enough hanging off to where the metal coupling rests on the step. Then you grab the nozzle and the nozzle will go against the outer wall, and you will flat lay 4 sections behind the pistol grip. After laying the 4 sections, you will then go 2 sections over the top of the pistol grip. Then once you do that, you'll come back to the middle, and then you will do a football fold, go down beside this hose, football fold, and then go back, and then come back this way, and you will do a single stack flat lay all the way up alongside the flat lay on this one. After you do that, you will then, against the middle partition, is where the hose will fold over the top and connect to the metal coupling that was on the step here. We will break it down step by step as we go through. Alright, so we're already done with step 1, moving to step 2, which was your flat lay of the first 50-foot section. You flat lay it accordingly, okay? One key thing, because a lot of people ask, you want to go to the edge of the cross lay on your flat lay. That's where your folds will be. Alright, and as I stated before, against the middle partition is where that single stack, no nozzle will be. If you notice, the hose goes over the edge and down to the step, and it's hanging on the step. That is what you want. That way, whenever you bring that hose over the top of this hose, it'll connect in the correct spot. It is very important. Also, notice that it's right there at the edge. So you have a comparison of what we just covered earlier. This other section hasn't been loaded yet. That first 50 foot, it's not connected. Metal coupling out. It will hang over the edge. One thing to note, the side the hose hangs off of, the opposite side the nozzle goes to. So the nozzle will be against this wall and will be a single stack flat lay coming up. Remember, 4 sections behind the pistol grip, 2 sections over the top of the pistol grip. And after you do your second section, you come back to the middle, you'll do a football fold, go down, back this way, and then do your single stack the whole way up. And whenever you finish, that's whenever you'll grab that section, bring over the top on this side, and you'll connect right here in the middle. Go to the next step in a second. Alright, one thing I want to cover whenever you're following the pistol grip and doing your 4 folds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next fold is going to go across the top, but as you can see, the 4 folds are stair-stepped, and they go in contours with the pistol grip nozzle. This will give you the perfect measurement. It ain't got to be precise on your inches of each fold, just as long as it's stair-step going back. And same thing on this end. You want to keep it even as best you can with the outside of the partition. Okay, so the last 2 folds are done above the nozzle, and again, the nozzle is at the edge of the cross lay where you can grab it with a gloved hand if you decide to put your gloves on. And you come back at that second fold, you come back to the end, and then you go back to the middle. And that football fold I was telling you about, it's essentially a triangle fold like you would make a football in high school or school to play football on a kitchen table. If you never had that, you had a horrible childhood. But anyway, you do a fold, give yourself enough slack for right here in this portion of the hose to where it goes perfectly straight down. There's no such thing as too much slack. Then you create another triangle fold, so you should have a rooftop when you're looking at it from a point of view. And then you go back to the other end, and then you start your single stack all the way up. So after I finish the single stack, perfectly in line. Keep in mind, I'm doing this by myself. All right, whole top half's on. Now is that crucial part where you take the fold you go right over the top. It doesn't have to be snug, it could be loose, it doesn't matter. But you have that portion. Now you notice that the coupling is way ahead of it. That is okay, because now you can take this, turn it under itself, and go all the way to that coupling and turn back to itself and connect it right there. And then the fold and the hose lay is complete. So this is what your finished product should look like. You got your nozzle against the outer wall, your hose in the middle partition, and you can see the nozzle is going to be going the other direction. The wrap hose is against the partition. So let's walk around to this side so you can get another look. Now you can see over here, nozzles against the outer wall, hose against the partition. The hose going over is against the middle partition. This is good for two reasons, and whenever you're deploying it, which in the deployment side of this video, or the next video I do, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a deployment one today, I'll show you the different ways that you can deploy this hose.